Hi, I'm Tina Jones. I I apologize. I had to do this with my web camera. I am all the way across the room for part of this, and you can hear me talking, but you won't be able to see my face. So here's my mug. All right. Anyway, this is kind of long, and what I've done is I put a weight loss update and an update on my hair in this. It won't be a year, I think, until the end of November as far as my hair growth. So anyway, I will do like a year-end thing in probably the end of November. But thank you, and overlook, you just see some lady standing across the room. You can't tell it's me, but anyway, you can hear it. Okay, take care. Bye. We can stretch. We can work this stuff, but no, I don't think I will right now. It is still growing. It's here's my chest. Here's the hair. Here's my belly button, and it's just almost at my belly button. I think it was 29.5 inches I measured this morning, and that's doing pretty well. I guess I can come in a little bit closer to that. Amy, yeah. It's not breaking. The only time I've had breakage has been when I've used anything that contained a high amount of protein, and you can tell that by looking on the ingredients list. And if protein is near the top, and it's going to say, it might just say protein, might say stuff protein, all kinds of things. But when I put that on my hair, or I did an egg treatment, which is a lot of protein, and that made it start to break. And for different people, it's going to work different. But your hair is, what you eat comes out in your skin. And I do eat an adequate amount of protein. And I can't say that I eat more than anyone like on a low-fat diet or something, but I do eat. I eat it every day. So my hair has got protein in it, and I am not bleaching my hair. I do color it, but I don't bleach it, so it's not getting stripped of protein. And it is growing. It's growing slower this summer than it did. Let me get. I don't know if I see my hair. Okay, I've got a brush. Oh no, here's my. It's grown slower this summer, and people say it usually grows faster, and mine doesn't. And I think one of the things is that I don't take care of it as well as over the summer, and meaning that I wash it more often because I'm sweating more often, and one good thing, I don't blow dry it as much. I'm too hot, and I don't curl it as much, and I just find myself caring less. But I also moisturize it less, which is not good. So there it is. That's what it looked like. And one of the main things I've noticed is, and I may get it cut after a year, and I think the end of November will be a year, but I've grown, I think, around 7 inches at this point, and I've measured, of course, but it's like this much hair. And if I take this and put it up to, where my hair started here, it'll come down to right here. And that's where I started growing it. So that's how much I've gotten. This hair down here is a lot thinner than this. You can see that here. I've only got one side of my hair. It's like this little child ponytail here, and then grown-up hair, and so it's thick. What happened? They said that the coconut oil would unclog pores, and you could have some return of hair. And I even saw it working on some men. And I got like a halo of short, fuzzy hair for a long time, and it was just funny to me. I was growing hair that hadn't been there in at least those 7 inches, and probably much longer. It feels thicker than it has since I was probably a teenager. But as a matter of fact, it's hard to deal with sometimes because I'm not used to having that much hair. And that's just one side. And I bet I have total, I bet I have 3 times, if not more, hair than I had when I started this approximately 9 or 10 months ago. So anyway, that's some things that have changed. I have new hair growing right about the rest. There's like the last 7 inches. This much is not just my hair growing that was here. It's new hairs coming in that I didn't have before. So I may end up getting that last part cut off. I don't know. I kind of like it, and I'm not real worried. When you don't cut it, you get what they call fairy tale ends, which we just kind of loose ends of different lengths, and I really don't like blunt cuts. So if they could do something in between and none of that cutting up like this, because that helps your hair, enables your hair to split more. So not real interested in that. And from the back, you'll see that it's different lengths. So I'll gather it in the tail and that is my way. And it has not grown a great deal, but well, I guess ends of it have. So it's like this much here, but it's thin here and there. And so I may end up getting it cut, and I've never been pleased, like I said, with a blunt cut. And to me, a haircut gets good about 6 months after you do it. So that's just, especially mine's not, it's not splitting. And I've even taken macro photos because I wanted to zoom in on it because I wasn't seeing split ends. And I have, and there's just not any there. So again, that may be different people's hair. It may be because I moisturize it. Every day I'm putting coconut oil on there. And I did forget twice. And the next day I was like, it didn't feel like my hair anymore. And it's kind of cool that I was used to it feeling like straw. And now it just, it feels like my hair. So it feels like actual human hair. So very grateful for that. Okay, I think you all have seen enough of my webcam, and you're in my studio, and this is my very sloppy one. I have 3 bookcases. You're seeing part of one, and it's one of my buddies, and people laugh at these, but I have a little skull collection, and you can put them on your head for fun. But, all right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to get straight into this, and I'm looking at my chart. I haven't made one of these videos in about 5 weeks, and I apologize for that, but let's hit it. I lost 2 more pounds in this month, and it was 2 to 3 pounds a week, but I haven't paid as much attention to it, and I'm at 159 right now, which is 10 pounds to the goal I was at before. I may end up losing more this time. I would like to have at least a few pounds to play with in there so that I can I don't intend on eating cake with flour and sugar in it. I would like to have a little leeway in there. I'm thinking maybe 143 to 145 this time. I have no desire whatsoever to ever be thin. So I just like feeling good. And I feel pretty good right now, but I know that right under my ribs there can be improvement. And you can just go back to the video and see that. Okay. 159. As far as the measurements, on my neck, I've lost nothing. It stayed exactly the same. On my upper arms, I lost half of an inch. This part right here. On the fullest part of my chest, I lost 1¼ inches, and I can tell that my bra's fit now. It's much more comfortable. Under my chest, and this is where I have like fat deposits on the back of my ribs, so that counts for my chest measurements. It counts under my chest, and you know, when that gets smaller, both of those measurements get smaller. So under my chest, I lost a whole inch under my chest. On my waist, I lost 3/4 inch, and on the fullest part of my hips, or at my bottom, I lost 1/4 inch. I think that I got the whole thing there. Anyway, the total of all of it together was 4 inches lost. I did gain 1/4 inch right at the top of my hip bone, and that's in earlier things if you want to see exactly where I measured, but it's at the top of my hip bone where women get a little punch there, where we will swell and go back down once a month. So 4 inches lost and 2 pounds lost, and that is all of the measurement changes that there's been, and that's the hair and my weight loss update for now. I made a second part of this, and it's going to talk about body image, and I'm going to upload that shortly. Thanks. Bye-bye, and take care of you.